Hello everyone, can you hear me out there? Happy Thursday. One more day before the weekend. All right, sounds like you guys can hear me out there, which is awesome. You will notice in about 2 seconds here. Hi, everyone. I am in a different room, as you can see. We were having some technical difficulties at the office. You guys know how that goes. So we're in this space now. Hopefully the sound is still okay. There's some HVAC things going around out here. So hopefully you can still hear me okay for this. But yeah, thanks so much for joining me. We're running things a little bit differently today. Kelsey is not in the room with me, but I have her pulled up on my screen. So she's still going to let me know if there's any comments or anything that comes through on the live stream. So thanks again for joining me. You guys know you guys know how it goes with this live stream. We're here to talk about the CET Designer User Conference. We're here to win some cool Configura swag. We're here to talk to some really cool people. And so that's exactly what we are going to do. And again, I'm more going to be reading your comments that are coming through here versus having Kelsey flag me down. So you will see me looking off to my left a few times, but I'm just looking at those comments because I want to make sure I'm participating with everyone. So morning, Chad, and happy Thursday, Osa. I hope you got your cooler from last week. I was checking on it shipping, and yours is the one that took the longest, Osa, going all the way to Sweden, but hopefully you've gotten it by now. If not, it's on its way. Last time I checked, it was on its way over too, so hopefully it will get there soon. So let's get rolling here with our content for the day. I am going to move us right to the prize for today, and then we'll talk about all the other fun stuff that we're here to cover. We have a fabulous guest today, so I'm really excited to get her on the phone with us. So let's get through the stuff that we have to cover, and then we will move on to that. So what is the prize for today's live stream? This one is actually a good one. I knew it was going to be a good one. But I was like, well, we'll put this one at the end. We'll do all the really cool stuff in the beginning, and then we'll put this one at the end. But then I realized that this one is actually a really good one, too, and I tested it, and it works. But your Configura swag prize for today, if you like and comment on the video, you have the entire stream to do that. So if you like and comment on the video, your prize for today is another really cool Configura case. There's something inside it, don't worry. I know I pulled that same prank the last time we had the headphones, so let's see what's inside. A couple pieces. So it's a charger. So you have this piece that can, of course, go into your car. So if you want to charge the device in your car, you can. But then you also have this piece, USB side, and then you have these 3 options to choose from for charging devices. So you have your mini USB, your micro USB, and then your lightning charger. So this is the one that I tested. I'm sorry, I didn't test these 2, but I did test this one because I have the iPhone and it works. I have the iPhone 10, so I was like, I don't know if it's going to work on the new ones or the old ones or what, but it works. So, of course, all you have to do is like and comment, and then you get a free car charger. Who doesn't want that? If you have a friend or a family member or a loved one in your life that always steals your charger, I have one of those. Share this video with them, and then they can like and comment, and I will send one of these to them in the fabulous, as always, beautiful silver envelope, which, as you guys know at this point, my favorite part of the entire live stream, mailing those babies out. So yeah, like and comment, and then you will get this and this. I was told that, okay, so you guys know there was a case similar to this earlier in our past live streams where it held the wireless headphones, and I was told that case was good for holding business cards. So this case is also good for holding other things other than what comes with it, but I don't know yet. You guys will have to tell me what fits well in this case beyond what already comes with it. Okay, what else? I'm just looking at my comments here. Oh, so you have to check your mail. Yes, you do need to do that. Loves this item, yay. Just in time for winter, yes, Chad. Yeah, this will be a fabulous one. I'm really excited about this one. So yeah, if you need a charger, if anybody you know needs a charger, share the video with them, like and comment on the video, and then it will be coming towards you. Now, if I don't already have your address, do not forget to message the CET Designer Facebook page your address. Otherwise, if you don't do that, I will try to send it to you because like I'll look you up on your My Configura account. But if that address is not correct, then somebody will be receiving something and it won't be you. So make sure that you message the CET Designer Facebook page with your address if I don't already have it so I can get it to the right location. And then, just to put this out there again, we do have some people still in the running for this, which I love, and that is so awesome. Thank you guys so much for tuning in week after week after week. But if you do attend all 7 of these live streams, we're in the mini series here, episode 5 of 7. I had to work that one out in my head. Episode 5 of 7. If you attend all of them, you will win this t-shirt, which I am wearing right now. Of course, it's branded the Configura swag as everything else is. And there's something cool in the back, which I am not going to show you until maybe the last one I'll show you when people have already won this item. But just to keep people excited about it, well, we won't show the back until then. But if you are still in the running, thank you so much. I know there are some people out there that are in the running for the t-shirt, and again, you win the t-shirt if you attend every breakout, or not every breakout session, every live stream mini-series session. All right, so good with the prize. Again, don't forget to like and comment. I'll remind you a few times throughout the live stream to make sure that you do that because it does need to happen during live. And then if I need your address, message the CET Designer Facebook page with your address. All right. Just checking out my comments here. Let me make sure that I am set for those to come through, okay? So I think it's working. All right. Let's move on here with our live stream content for the day. Kelsey's saying something. Janice says hello. Hi, Janice. I just talked to Janice yesterday about her fabulous presentation. Janice is going to be one of our presenters at the user conference, and that's going to be a really good one to attend as well. So hi, Janice. Thanks for tuning in here. Chad thinks the back of this shirt is a map of Sweden. Okay, no, shoot, it's not, because that would have been really cool. We'll have to get their shirts reprinted now. No, it's not a map of Sweden, but good guess. Okay, so we're here to talk about the CET Designer User Conference. The CET Designer User and Developer Conference, I need to make sure I'm saying that because it is users and developers. We're all mashed together in one big happy family. It's a lot of fun. But the CET Designer User and Developer Conference, it's in GR this year. It's October 17th through 18th. And today at 11 p.m. is when regular bird pricing ends. That's legit. Today, 11 p.m. Eastern time, that is when regular bird pricing ends. So it's $575 right now. If you miss the regular bird pricing, you go up $100 and you're paying $675. So if you're attending the conference and you just haven't signed up yet, make sure you go sign up today so you can take advantage of that regular bird pricing. Of course, registration is still available if you do miss regular bird pricing. It's just going to move to the late bird pricing, which will bump it up to $675. So again, if you're planning on attending, you just haven't signed up now, go do it today. Save yourself or save your company $100, and then you can just spend it when you're here in GR because there's tons of fun things that you can do here, and we'll actually talk about that a little bit later. Couple other things about the user conference. There's a briefcase. So when you sign up, when you register for the user conference, you automatically get added to a briefcase. And in that briefcase, there's tons of information that Configura is sharing with you. You guys can, of course, post questions and comments and whatever you would like in that briefcase as well. But make sure you're checking out that briefcase so you're staying up to date with anything that we are wanting to share with you information-wise. So check out that briefcase if you've already registered. Now, the thing that I've been kind of pushing these last live streams is the user conference awards. The awards are done as far as submitting. The deadline for submitting awards was last Friday, so that is over. thank you to everyone that submitted. There was some fabulous submissions in there, like tons and tons and tons. It's gonna be a tight race, but that's exciting. It's really cool to see all of that high quality stuff come out from you guys submitting to those awards. So you cannot submit to awards anymore, but what's going to happen next with awards is voting. So voting is going to be by all of us, the public, anybody that wants to vote. You don't have to attend the user conference. You can access this voting option. So if you can't attend but you still want to vote because you still want to say, hey, awesome job, you deserve a vote, you can do that. Voting is going to open September 17th, and there will be more information provided on how you can vote. Again, make sure you're checking that briefcase so you can know how to vote for these awards, but it's so cool to see all these awesome things that we've had submitted, and you can show your appreciation for those and the ones that you really loved by voting for them. So that will open September 17th, and we'll keep you posted with how you can do that. All right, so now that we aren't talking about tips and tricks or anything for awards, what are we going to talk about in this little chunk of time before we give our guest a call, which I will share who that is in just a little bit here. I'm building up the suspense. What I do want to cover is actually welcome events. So we have a lot of people signed up for the user conference right now, actually. And just an FYI, we are running out of space in the user conference. Like, we have a number, and if we hit it, we cannot allow anybody else to attend. So just FYI, again, if you haven't signed up yet and you want to, make sure you do that quickly because we are running out of room, actually, in the entire conference. But of everybody that has signed up, there are well over 100 people that have not registered for a welcome event yet. So I want to talk a little bit about welcome events so that if you haven't registered for your welcome event yet, you go do that because there's tons of great options and it's super, super fun. It's a great option to meet new people, form some friends. If you're by yourself at the user conference, join one of these welcome events and then you'll have some friends to go through the whole conference with. But it's really fun and it's a great way to see Grand Rapids too if you've never been. So I want to talk about welcome events for a second here just to make sure that everybody goes and signs up for one, especially if you've registered and you haven't done that yet. You guys know how important it is to RSVP. Let's see here. Oh, hi, Sam. Sorry, I'm just looking at the comments. Hello, and thank you for joining. Okay, let me switch my view here so we can go talk about welcome events. I am no longer showing on your screen. That is fine. You guys should still see the user conference and user and developer conference page. Just a few things before welcome events. If you do want to register for the user conference, you just go to configura.com/userconference, and you'll see buy tickets is right there. But when you do go to configura.com/userconference and you want to check out welcome events, you will go to the About tab at the top. And once you go to that About tab, you will then scroll down until you get to this Welcome Events section, and then choose this Welcome Events button. And then that will load the, hi Amy, that's Amy Eddington right there on our banner. That is from last year, Las Vegas at the gala event. But scroll down and you will see the different welcome event options. Now, welcome events have limited space too. So you will see some of these are already fully booked, but that is okay because there's tons of really good events still out there for you. Krista, there's so many great options for welcome events. It was hard to decide. I am with you. I don't even know which one I want to attend yet. I think I'm just going to let Configura be like, hey, we need you here. And I'm going to be like, okay, I will do that one. So I don't have to decide which one I attend because there's so many good ones. Okay, so the ones that are still available for you to attend, Geeks Who Drink Trivia. Okay, I think we can know what that one is. That one is going to be super fun. I've actually done the trivia event with Geeks Who Drink. They're actually like a company that travels from location to location hosting these trivia events, and they do a really great job. So this one was a lot of fun when I did it, and it's going to be, and this is actually where I did it at too. That's really cool. It's going to be at the Grand Rapids Brewing Company. So Grand Rapids Brewing Company, right downtown Grand Rapids. It's in a really great location, but it's also fabulous food, which of course dinner's provided. Really good food, really cool atmosphere, and on top of that, you will be playing trivia. So that one is going to be really fun. If you know a lot of random facts about things, this would be the event that you want to attend. Okay, what else? Wine and painting class. Okay, Sam, there aren't any events specific for CET developers, but that's because we want developers and users mixing and mingling together. So you sign up for whatever event seems the most fun to you, and you will meet tons of great people, users and developers alike. Fabulous question, Sam. Okay, next one, wine and painting class. So this one is going to be a lot of fun too. There, the picture there, that's Johan Learborn. That's our CEO at Configura. He actually is doing a breakout session at the user conference too, and that breakout session is going to be the roadmap and vision for Configura. So that will be a fantastic breakout session to attend, but you could also end up on a welcome event with Johan. But wine and painting, I think everybody knows what this one is. It's tons of fun. Of course, you go and you paint this really cool scene. It's maybe going to be Grand Rapids themed or fall themed or Lake Michigan themed, or it's going to have some kind of theme, and you will paint along and, of course, enjoy some wine as well. And then there will be dinner with this one too. This dinner is at Sanchez, which is the best, or one of the best. I won't say it's the best because it's one of them, but there's some great options in Grand Rapids. But Sanchez is definitely one of the coolest places I've been in Grand Rapids, and of course you get to eat and have some great food there. They actually serve their dinner in tapas, in the tapas style, so it's small kind of appetizer dishes that come out, and you might think, oh my gosh, that's not going to fill me up, but I promise you, you will be full by the end of this with some fabulous food at Sanchez. So you get to have wine, you get to paint, and then of course you will have a fabulous dinner in wine and painting. There's a wine tasting as well. Now this one is sweet. This event is planned specifically for this welcome event. This is not something that we booked that happens all the time. This is something that we work specifically with a company that works to find wine and food pairings for this event. So this one is really cool just because of how tailored it is for every group that comes through. This will be at the Downtown Market. The Downtown Market is a great spot in Grand Rapids. It's got all these little shops in it. It's basically like a food market or something like that, or kind of like any kind of market that you've ever been to, but it's inside. It's got all these really cool restaurants, little shops, all this good stuff there. That's in Downtown Market. So you'll be doing this wine tasting event that has food pairings with it throughout the entire time at the Downtown Market. That's going to be a really good one. I would be excited about that one if you're attending. And if you're not attending that one, or if you haven't signed up for a welcome event yet, then that would be a good one to choose. And then you have a couple others to choose from here. So dinner only. So let's say you're arriving a little bit later. Your flight gets in a little bit later and you can't attend one of these previous welcome events because they start too soon. There is a few dinner only options. One of them, let's wait for this to load here. And one of them does start at 8 p.m. So again, if you're getting in a little bit late, you can at least attend this dinner-only option. It's going to be at Sanchez again. There's a couple events going to Sanchez, which be excited about that if you're going to Sanchez, because like I said, it's super, super good. So if you're attending or you're coming in a little bit late, then join this dinner-only option at 8 p.m. Or if you only want to go with the dinner, then you can certainly do the 6 p.m. option too. So both of these dinner-onlys are going to be at Sanchez, 6 and 8 p.m. And then one other welcome event that is still available is the brewery tour. We are in Grand Rapids. Of course, we have to do some brewery tours. We're like Beer City, USA. So we have tons and tons of breweries, and everyone is just as good as the next. So there's brewery tours available, and you will be stopping at a handful of breweries throughout Grand Rapids. There's a couple different groups that will go off, but everybody will still sign up for the same 6 p.m. option, and then the group will be split up. But there will be an east and a west version of the Grand Rapids Brewery Tour, and you'll get all these different breweries that you'll get to sample, and of course, dinner will be at one of those brewery options as well. So if you haven't already, if you're signed up for the user conference and you have not registered for a welcome event, go do that now. As you can see, space is filling up. There's still tons of great options, but make sure you register for that. Now, the reason you also want to register for a welcome event is because there's a few other things throughout the conference that you can register for. So when you choose the welcome event that you want to sign up for, you will see there's a few other options here that you do need to specify. Of course, it will be the welcome event that you've chosen. But there is going to be a shuttle bus that will leave at the end of the conference, like right at the end of the conference on Thursday. It's going to leave to go to the airport. So if you don't have travel plans for after the conference to get you to the airport, then just sign up for the shuttle bus. It's included as part of your registration fee. So if you need a ride to the airport, then say yes, you'd like to take the shuttle bus. And then Wednesday evening, so after the first full day of the conference, we're going to have a cocktail hour with everybody at the conference. And that's also where we will do the awards ceremony. So if you want to attend that cocktail hour and the awards ceremony, you just have to say yes, you would like to attend. There will be drinks and appetizers at this event. And of course, that's just part of the registration as well. So do that. And then there's a few other things that you have to choose here, but then you just choose register. Now, if you're like, hey, I want to do that shuttle bus and I want to do the cocktail hour, but I can't attend a welcome event, well, that's where you will choose the can't attend option. This can't attend option is just for the welcome event. So you'll choose that to say you can't attend a welcome event, but you can still say that, yes, I want to take the shuttle bus. Yes, I want to attend the cocktail hour, and then hit register. So just because you can't attend a welcome event doesn't mean you can't do the shuttle bus and the cocktail hour. Just choose can't attend, and then you can register for the rest of the things. All right. So for the people who have not registered for a welcome event yet, go do that. Very important that you're RSVPing and that you solidify your spots. All right. So we are about to get to our guest for this session. I'm really excited about this one. I'm excited about all the guests we have because the breakout sessions this year are just going to be awesome, and the speakers that we have are going to be great too. So who we have joining us today is Kaitlin Davis with Freedom Interiors. Kaitlin Davis's presentation is going to be Pro Tips on Movie Studio. So her presentation is called Pro Tips on Movie Studio. And you might be asking, okay, what makes Kaitlin a pro? What makes Kaitlin a pro is that she won Best Video at last year's user conference. So I would say if you win Best Video at a user conference for the awards, then you're a pro. So she is actually going to, and I'll let her tell you more about her presentation when we get her on the call here, but she is going to give you all the tips and tricks that she knows about Movie Studio in order to create these masterpieces. I want to go show you that video that she created last year because that is still posted on our welcome event page. Let me show you that just so you can see. Oh yeah, this is why she's a pro, clearly. So here's her video. Let's see if we can play it. We'll do full screen, and actually let me make sure, yes, we can play it, and let me make sure you can see it. Here we go. Jeremy, you're working on getting registered for the brewery tours. Yay. So this is Kaitlin's video. As you can see, definitely award-winning. I love that space too. And I've worked with the Movie Studio Extension, of course, and I love creating movies, and I can tell you this is a fabulous movie. Just from the ones that I've created in the past, I know what it is to work with that extension. All right, so that is the award-winning video, and that is why we have Kaitlin as our Pro Tips on Movie Studio Breakout Session presenter. So let's go give her a call so that we can ask her all about what she loves about movies and all that good stuff. So I'm going to give her a call right now. You guys hear the lovely Skype soundtrack?
Hi, Kelsey.
Hi, Kaitlin. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, no problem.
I talked to Kaitlin a couple days ago, and I was commenting on that awesome whiteboard in the back.
Yes.
There it is. So fun.
Lots of notes.
It's so fun brainstorming things. I would be like, okay, what can we do here? What can we do here? What can we do here? It's fun to create steps in a process.
Yes, for sure.
Well, thank you so much for joining out there. We all just got a little sneak peek, or we got to see your award-winning video, which was awesome. We have a few questions for you, and the audience is on the live stream as well, and they might have some questions too. I just have some comments coming through. Jeremy says he remembers that video from last year. Wants to know. Okay, Jeremy wants to know, how long did that video from last year take to render? Do you know?
Ooh, so at the time I did it, we didn't have the render accelerator set up because we were at our old office, which was tiny.
Yeah.
So we had an extra computer, so I let it render on that, and I think it took at least a day, maybe a little bit more. Like, it was a good 24 hours.
I could see that. For sure. I've had videos that take like 36 hours to render, but if you have that extra computer that it can render on, that's awesome.
Yes, we have that now, and it's been a huge help, especially to do the high quality videos.
Sure.
Definitely cuts the time in half at least. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, you can render videos and it doesn't lock up CET Designer at all, but if you can just have one computer dedicated to rendering, then that helps a lot. Mm-hmm. And are you guys on the render accelerator now then?
Yes, we are.
That is awesome.
Yes,
that is so sweet. I love hearing about that. I mean, when we do videos, especially like a 360 video, we all hop on the render server here and use the render accelerator, and it cuts the time, like chops it in half. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
it does. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks for that. Jeremy says your video was epic.
Thank you.
That was super awesome. Okay. You guys know, ask questions as you have them, but I'm going to start getting into the questions that I have for Kaitlin here. And my first one, as usual, tell us about yourself. We want to know your background. We want to know what brought you to this point.
Yeah, so again, I'm Kaitlin. I work at Freedom Interiors, which is in Kansas City, Missouri.
Oh, nice.
I went to the University of Missouri and studied architecture and interior design. Right after school, I was actually doing some residential and freelance work, but always knew I wanted to get into commercial design. Mm-hmm. So I was doing that in Kansas City for like a year or two, and then found Freedom and have been here for a little over a year now.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. And that is, I'm going out of order my questions a little bit here because I want to ask you a few things. So
yeah.
That is, so you started, I creeped on your profile. So you've been using CET Designer for about a year and a half now?
Yes, that's correct.
And you submitted to the awards with like maybe a half a year of using CET Designer?
Yeah, last year.
That's what I thought. I freaking love that. That is so cool to me that you can start using CET Designer and 6 months later you can be an expert in a tool like Movie Studio too. Movie Studio, it's easy to use, but then again, there's some things that you need to know about it in order to use it successfully. So I love how you started from not using the software to 6 months later submitting to the awards and winning. That is freaking cool.
Yeah.
Was that a shock?
It was, yeah, because I had some extra time and was like, yeah, I'll go ahead and submit for the awards. And then when, unfortunately, we didn't get to attend the awards ceremony in Vegas last year.
Okay.
We were there, but had to catch an early flight.
Sure.
So we landed, and I think my boss was watching the live stream right when we landed, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, you won!" So it was really exciting.
That is so fun. How did you get to that point in that short amount of time with Movie Studio? Just practice, or?
Yeah, I think having some experience from school of already knowing how to do AutoCAD and Revit definitely helped learn, like it helps me to learn CT pretty quick. And once I kind of caught on how everything works and, constantly learning something every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty much just some practice and like re-rendering a few times and checking out the preview
And it helps that movie studio is a lot of fun.
it is, yeah. There's a lot of things I've learned even from last year too. So
Yeah, awesome. I'm just going to see. Oh, okay, question. Sam wants to know, is it possible to host your own in-house accelerator specific to an extension? That's a good question, Sam. It's more of you either have it on or you have it off. So if you're using the accelerator, that means that you will be using all the resources that have the render accelerator little piece of software downloaded. So if you have it on, that means it's using it. If you have it off, that means it's not. And that is going to be, I got to plug myself in here. And that is going to be across any kind of rendering, whether it's Photolab or Movie Studio. So good question out there. Let me get myself plugged in. I'm in a different room, as you guys know, so that is why. Ooh, we might be out of chargers here. Okay. Normally there's a charger in the room, but okay. We'll just keep going here. You guys know how this goes with technical difficulties. Hopefully the computer will survive. And actually, let me just do a quick message here. Okay. All right, what else do I have for you? Okay, I want to know, so we know your experience with CET Designer. What is your favorite feature then in the program?
I think I probably have two favorites. One would be any kind of panel system extension, because it makes it so much easier to draw them. And then if you ever have to change anything, it makes it super easy. And the less time I have to like specify things is a good thing.
I love that that's one of your favorite features, because normally it's like, of course, it's all the fun stuff, but even the stuff that's like, well, this is what CET is made for. It's made to place products and cut out all the extra little busy work. So I love that that's your favorite feature, because that's like the bread and butter of CET.
Yeah. Well, and obviously I love Movie Studio too, but I wanted to think of some other things. And I would say another thing that I actually kind of learned how to use at last year's conference was about the edit graphics feature.
Oh, yes.
Which has been super helpful now when I need to change something around or make something look a little more like how it should, or, something custom or whatever. That's been a huge help too for clients, especially.
Yeah, edit graphics, that's a good one. We talked about that one in the last live stream too. That one is going to be a breakout session this year, and it's always a popular one. We always have to have something edit graphics at the user conference, because it's such a popular tool, and you can create anything that you can think of really once you get the hang of that.
Right.
Yeah, awesome. Well, those are good favorites. I like that. Okay, so what are you excited for this year then? You attended last year in Las Vegas. What about this year? What are you excited for?
Well, it will be my first time to Grand Rapids.
Ooh,
so I'm excited.
That is exciting.
And then speaking of welcome events, I actually am signed up for the cider tour, so I'm super excited about that.
That's a good one. That one went fast. That had to be one of the ones that got booked up pretty quick there.
Yeah, I saw that it was booked up, and I'm glad we
yes.
When we did it. But so yeah, I'm excited about that. And then I'm also excited to be a speaker and be able to share some knowledge about Movie Studio with everybody.
Yeah.
And meet a bunch of new people. So
absolutely. Well, tell us a little bit about your presentation then.
Well, it's still work in progress.
Yes.
But I'm trying to I'm like going to recreate the video from last year, basically, which that particular space is actually our new showroom that we moved into in December, actually.
Oh, I love that.
So
I didn't realize that it was your showroom that you had in the video
yes,
last year. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so that's where we work now. I'm actually sitting in the conference room that you can kind of see in the very beginning of that video.
Okay, that is so sweet.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try and kind of go through, maybe show before and then show an after, and then kind of go through just some of the tips and tricks that I did. Maybe, some things about using the different camera paths and all the different options, like the speed and elevation. And then hopefully, I think there's a few things that I've learned between the video last year and right now. So I'm hoping to, share some more knowledge on that too, some more helpful tips.
Yeah. You know what,
So,
Kaitlin? I think 1 second here. I'm just.
hi. Hmm.
What about now? Can you guys hear me now? Okay. I was like, I can hear you typing, Kaitlin, and you were like, yeah, but I can't hear you. Yeah. Okay, so what I was saying is, so you were going through what your presentation is. Tell us, start in that point again, just in case it cut off somewhere in there. Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh, 1 second, Kaitlin, your audio's gone now. Okay. Let me think. How can we fix this? Cannot hear. Okay, Kelsey, we cannot hear Kaitlin. Let me think. Because I want to close and reopen, but I might have to. Okay, the broadcast is going to stop here for 1 second again. It will get back open here. 1 second, everyone. Okay, what about now? Can you guys hear us out there now? I can hear some lovely music at your office, Kaitlin.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Kelsey says,
Okay.
oh my gosh, now she can hear us both. That was that will go down in the books as probably the biggest technical difficulty that we have had on the live stream. We lose power. Then you can't hear me. Then we can't hear you. But now
Yeah.
we are back in action. Everybody can hear everybody. So start over with tell us
Okay.
about your presentation.
Okay. So the video last year was of our showroom here in Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, I will probably be showing, kind of before and after, and then the journey along the way to getting there. So I've learned a lot about, the camera paths and like the target elevation and the speed and trying to figure out, what will work best for, whatever you're doing. And then also kind of with some of the rendering and lighting tips. And then I feel like I've learned a lot more since then and now. So hopefully I'll have a few extra tips that maybe weren't in that video before, but it's stuff that I
Hello again, everybody. I don't know why it shut down that time, but you know, we're gonna work through it. It's gonna be a work in progress today. We're gonna get through it together. Let me get Kaitlin back on the line because I think you guys can hear me. I think you can see me. I think you'll be able to hear her.
hello again.
I don't know what's happening now because I am totally plugged into power at this point. I think it's just like, it's just gonna happen. It's just gonna happen again. Can you guys hear both of us this time? Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Looks like the sound's coming through on both sides.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can hear you now. And
Okay.
so
And
it
I
cut
can
out
hear
again though
you.
on my end, so I don't know what's going on.
Yes, you can hear us both. Thank you guys for hanging in there with us. It's bound to happen. We're in a new room. It's a new setting. We will work through it. But so I think we got through your presentation there, which I think is going to be really awesome. We got this feedback a lot on the survey that we love, hearing how to do things, but we want to see something in practice. So
Yeah.
you showing us the steps that it took to create this video, I think that will be so beneficial for people because it's really helpful to know exactly how something is applied, not just to see how it works, but really see how it's applied. So I think this is going to be a great one. I'm really excited for it because I love movie studio anyways. So I'm really excited for this one, and hopefully everybody else is too. But anything else that you want to share, or any questions out there for Kaitlin? Anything that I might have missed when we got interrupted there a few times? I'm just checking through the comments. I don't think I see anything else coming through. All right. Well, thanks so much for joining, Kaitlin, and thanks for hanging in there with me.
Yeah, no
during
problem.
This.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see you in Grand Rapids, and you are going to be on that lovely cider tour that I'm sure everybody is jealous of if they can't go to that one. Okay, lots of comments about losing connection, but otherwise we're good. So we will see you in Grand Rapids, and I'll talk to you soon. And thank you for joining us. Have a fabulous rest of your day and have an excellent weekend coming up here.
Yeah, thank you. You too.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Hang up that one. Switch here. Holy moly, we made it through that one. Thank you so much for joining, Kaitlin, and thank you for hanging in there with me through those technical issues. I am super excited about your presentation. I hope everybody else out there is super excited as well. That one is going to be a great one because Movie Studio, the capabilities that it has is really, really cool. It's like I was saying, it's a pretty easy tool to get the hang of. There is just some nuances that you'll want to know about, and of course, Kaitlin will tell you all about that. But there's new functionality being added to the Movie Studio all the time too. So that's why it's a really cool tool to make sure you're staying up on it and creating all this awesome output. And then when you create some really cool videos, you can submit them and upload them to the awards, and then you can win like Kaitlin did, and it's just going to be this big circle. So thanks for joining us again, Kaitlin. And that will actually wrap up our live stream for the day. We made it through this thing. Hopefully that we won't experience those issues in the future live streams, but we'll roll with it. We'll get through it. Next live streams, we're down to only 2 left. I cannot believe we have made it down to 2 of them out of having 7 of them to start with, but down to 2 of them means we're getting close to the user conference. So remember, if you haven't signed up, the regular bird pricing ends today at 11 p.m. So make sure you go sign up so you get that regular bird pricing. And then, of course, make sure you like and comment so that you win the car charger, phone charger, whatever device you could think of that you want to charge, this will charge it. So like and comment. This is your last chance. But thanks, everyone, for joining out there. I don't see any other comments coming through. So I think we are good to wrap up for the day. Have a fabulous rest of your Thursday, everyone, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.